Hello you guys, how are you guys doing? I hope you're doing amazing. Thank you so much for clicking into this video. I am doing super cool, and in case it is the first time to be here, welcome to the channel. My name is Freshia, and consider subscribing if you have not yet already. And for those people who have been my daily supporters, I really appreciate all the love and support that you give me, and that's why again I'm back with another video that will help you guys make wise decisions. Okay, I am here to help you guys know more about Qatar before you even come. So as you can read from the title, I want to take you guys through the points or the things that you should put into considerations, or some things that you should know before even trying or starting to apply for jobs in Qatar or even in the whole Gulf countries. Okay, so I will take you guys through the points one by one. I have like 6 to 7 points written down here. I will be taking you guys through one by one, explaining all the points. The first thing that you should find out or do your own research before coming here, that I am giving you this research, is knowing how do they pay us here in Qatar, the mode of payment or the currency that pays you here in Qatar. So in Qatar we are paid by Qatari Riyals. This is the local money of Qatar. Okay, no one will pay you in dollars, no one will pay you in any other currency. We are paid with their currency known as Qatari Riyals. Okay, so when you come here, they will tell you you will be earning 1,000 riyals, 2,000 riyals, 4,000 Qatar riyals, depending with the jobs. So when you get that is when you convert now from the riyals to your country's currency, and then you can see how much is that. Of course, I cannot convert for you guys in all the countries. It's just easy for you to go and do it yourself on Google. It will give you all the information. Okay. The other second thing that you should know, still on the money issue, is are you paid by wages, or are you paid by monthly salary, or is it, how does it happen, and what is the minimum wage? So in Qatar, there was a law that was passed sometime in 2019, correct me if I'm wrong, or 2020, that the basic salary should not go below 1,000 riyals. So you know that already. Before you come here, you will get 1,000 plus, but at least not less than 1,000 according to the law. Now in 2023, every employer is supposed to give wages not less than 1,000 riyals per month. Okay, that is also something else that you should know. So depending on the job that you get and the position, that's when you know and calculate your money, you know how much salary you will be getting. The other thing that I would want you guys to know is how many hours are you being paid, or how many hours are legally accepted by the government, the labor law. We work for 8 hours. Some of us work for 10 hours, work for 12 hours, work for 9 hours, how many hours you'll work. But as soon as you work for your 8 hours, the other hours on top is overtime. I cannot tell you how much you'll be paid, because again, it depends on your basic salary, on your company's rules, and all that, the policies that you're using in your company. But that is also something else that you should know. The other thing that you should make sure that you know before you come here is how long is your job, or how long is the period that you're supposed to work. How long is your contract? Some of us get 5 years contract, 3 years contract, 2 years contract, and so it depends on the company policy and the kind of job that you're coming to do. So like for example, when you are doing the FIFA jobs, people are coming here for 3 months, 6 months, because that is how their contract was saying. So for us who have been here, we have like for me myself, I have a contract of 2 years, which I renew every other 2 years. So every other 2 years I get to go for my vacation. I get to renew my contract if I want to, and if I do not want to renew, I could just go home. Simple as that. Even in other companies, if you feel like your contract is done and you don't want to renew, you just go home. If you want to extend, some companies will allow you to extend. So just go through your contract properly, go through your job offer letter properly, every document that your employer is giving you before you even start to come, and also sit yourself down and ask yourself before you even start applying for the job, how long do you want to be here? So when you know you want to be here for a specific time, you now can go ahead and search for jobs, and when you get the jobs, when they tell you how long is their contract, you will be able to decide. It will be easy for you to decide if you want to take the job or you will pass the job. The other thing that you should know is about the climate here in Qatar. The weather changes from time to time. We have summer, crazy summers, and we also have winters, minimal, crazy winters. Okay, it does not on winters we do not have snow and all that. The days are just windy and too cold, and rainy sometimes. And now when it comes to summer is when some of us suffer so much. It's too hot, it gets too hot, whereas where you can barely walk on the streets at some specific time. So you should know that when you come here, don't bring so much clothes for winter, because it will not get that cold. And also the winter period is very short compared to the hot time or the summer time. It's too long. So bring your simple clothes, bring your, your loose clothes, keep them. If you come here on the time of winter, just bring 3 or 4 jackets that you can be using until those months end, which ends at around March, if I'm not wrong. At around March, you'll start getting warm. And so that time we shift swiftly to summer. Summer begins at that time. At least it starts getting hot at that time. When it comes to July, August, that time is crazily hot. If it's the first time, maybe if I have people who are watching this video who came in Qatar at those months, you can bear me witness the place is really, really, really hot. Okay, so that is another thing. If you don't, maybe you have a problem of too much heat, maybe your body cannot stand too much heat, maybe you should consider going to another place. Maybe your body does not consider a place that has a lot of wind or cold when it's cold. I don't think that will be a very big objection because it's for some time, but you should also consider going somewhere else. And the other thing that you should also put into consideration before applying for the jobs in Qatar is the food that we eat here. So when we come here for I don't know, by the way, I would really want to know if somebody is watching me from Qatar, if you have a problem with the food that is here. For me, I usually suffer a lot about food, but lately we have started getting foods from our own countries. Like we can get ugali flour. Ugali is how do you call ugali in English? I don't even know, but that is like a Kenyan meal. We can get the flour here, we can make it at home. We can get some of 2 or 3 things that you can cook. People are buying them from home and bringing for us here. But before, when I came here, I was just new, there was barely something that I could get from home, and you get to miss the food. Now also in your culture, I don't know if like mostly, there is that food, the traditional food that you are used to eating. And when you come here, this is Asia, and this is an Arab country, but it has many cuisines, of course. But of course, it may get difficult for you to get some food from your home place. So I would advise you, if it's possible, when you're coming here, bring 2 or 3 food items that you can be allowed to pass through the airport, and come and eat them before you start getting used, or before you start adjusting to the fact that there is no that food. Most likely you'll not get the food here. So that is also another thing that you should consider, or maybe something that you should know before you apply for the jobs here in Qatar. If you're somebody who is so attached and so into our country's food, I'm sorry, you may come here and maybe not get that food. We have come here, we have lost weight. Some of the people also add weight. I don't understand how. For me, I really lost weight when I came here for the longest time. I have just started adding weight when I'm in like my 4th year in Qatar, 5th year or something. So that is also something else that you should know before you come here in Qatar. The other thing that you should know is that when you come here, respecting the culture is not an option. You have to respect the culture. You have to respect the Islamic culture. Remember, Qatar is a Muslim country, and there are very, very many Muslims. And the Islamic religion is at high percentage here. And so when you come here, we all love it. We all get used to it. You have to, forget all the things that you are doing there. Maybe when you're in your place, you are wearing like somehow open clothes. Like for the ladies, you're not supposed to wear clothes that are showing off your body too much, because that one is not allowed on the other side. You are not allowed to expose your body so much. And when it comes to men, at least men have some advantages, but when it comes to ladies, there is some type of clothes that you're supposed to use, just to be on the right side, just to be on the safe side, that you respect their culture. When it's Ramadan time, we have days like Ramadan time, when they are praying, when they're in prayers, we need to support them, we need to encourage them. You don't have to go eating in public when it's time for praying. That is also something else that you're not supposed to do. Some of those things, you got to learn these things. You got to go through to do your own research before you come to this place. Remember, this is a very strict country, and when you come here, you have to live like, they say, when you go to Rome, live like Romans do, do like Romans do, or something. So when you come here, you have to leave all your, you know, all your shenanigans in your country, or all your don't care vibes in your country, and come here and live as we are living. Okay, and it is also something very easy, something very comfortable. You will love it, you will enjoy your time here. I have loved every moment that I have been in Qatar. I have learned so much things. I have learned to embrace very many things, and you will also love it, and you'll feel very, very comfortable. Also, it's a very safe country to be in Qatar. It's somewhere that you will never, like, you will be at peace, and you'll be very, very safe. So the last point, but not the least, that I will want to mention is the type of jobs that you expect to get faster if you want to come here for work. So mostly we have, of course, just like any other country, we have all the jobs out here, okay? But when it comes to the jobs that you can get faster, you know, the easiest jobs that you can get, they are unskilled jobs. I'm not saying that you don't have the skilled jobs. We have them, but the easiest that you could get is the unskilled jobs. We have come here as graduates and left our degrees at home, our diplomas at home, and all that, and then we come here and start from square one doing unskilled jobs, and then we go up from a step at a time. So that is something else that you should know. Some of these unskilled jobs are like cleaners, security guards, construction workers. We have messengers, we have drivers, and all those kind of jobs that I have talked about on my videos. These are the jobs that you could get very, very easy here. Also, for the other jobs, like professional jobs, let me just mention, you can also get them through agencies, or maybe through online applications, and they could get you also here. So I hope this video has helped you to know, or to have an idea of what to expect, or what you should do before you come to Qatar. And maybe, I hope by the end of, if you have reached here, you have already decided if you want to come to work, or you will prefer another country, which is also okay. We can't all fit in Qatar, of course. So thank you so much, guys, for watching this video until this end. I hope you have gotten something from the video. If you have, please give it a like. Also, don't forget to share with your family and friends, and tell them that Freshia is here giving them just free information, okay? And thank you so much for always showing me support. Let us get this video here, and until the next one, bye bye.